Hey, what is up, guys? This is Bo, or Carlhunga712. And to go along with Throwback Thursday, I figured I'd get on Ghost again. But the main topic of this video that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about, and I wanted to see what your opinions are about this, is we got a little information here on Reddit. I think it was a few weeks ago. I ended up making a video about it. The first guy I saw talking about it was one of my favorite YouTubers, Chaos Silencer. He always uploads some new information about the Call of Duties when they come out. Typically, there's a lot of guys like that. Hollow Points one, Drifters one. I'm not going to call them clickbait guys because I really like those guys. They make great content, but they're always on top of the information right off the bat. You know, if there's any new info about maps, kill streaks, guns, what to expect in the new Call of Duties. And on his video, he discussed the new kill streaks, or should I say score streaks, coming to Infinite Warfare. Now, one of the more controversial types of score streaks that came out of MW3, and I guess they were in Ghost as well, but in Ghost they weren't really a problem, were streaks called support streaks. Basically, similar to a score streak or a kill streak in the older games. In case you don't know what a score streak is, basically with score streaks, let's say there's an 8-kill score streak or an 8-kill kill streak. The minute you get 8 kills in a row without dying, you end up getting whatever that is. I think in Black Ops 1, if I remember right, 7 or 8 kills got you the Blackbird or the SR-71, the VSAT, where it was an advanced UAV where you could see everybody on the map. And basically with those streaks right there, of course, they're considered very, very powerful streaks. If you get a VSAT, if you get a stealth chopper, if you get a Hellstorm, can even be rather clutch in certain situations, especially in games like Capture the Flag and Hardpoint. Domination would be another good one. And of course, you have your swarms, you have your mothership, you have your helo pilot, your Osprey gunners, you have your high-end kill streaks like that, your nukes in the older Call of Duties, nukes and Moabs and chem strikes like in Ghosts here. And with that being said, of course, a lot of people don't believe that kill-oriented streaks should be in the support package, and I tend to agree with them on that, because like in MW3, for example, you had the streak of the, oh god, what was it, the stealth bomber. Basically, that streak was there to get you kills. Even though it was in the support package, it was basically there to get you kills. That's its main purpose. And of course, everybody said, why is there that type of streak, that powerful streak in the support package that can sometimes change the outcome of a game? Because that's not what the support streaks are there for. They're basically there to support your team. You'll typically see UAVs, counter UAVs, you'll see ballistic vests. And in Ghost, another one that I think might have been a tad too powerful in the support package was the Oracle, which was basically, it was similar to what a VSAT would be, but instead of being on the mini-map up at the top, you'd get these pulses that would come out where you could see people through walls. It was almost like an X-ray, which I thought was a little too powerful, to be honest with you, in the support package. But basically a source with knowledge, basically a source close to Infinite Warfare, Infinity Ward, put out on Reddit that, hey, we've got these streaks coming out. We're gonna have your typical. You're gonna have streaks like in MW3. So you'll have an assault package, you'll have a specialist package, and you'll have a support package. Of course, as you guys know, the assault packages, those are kill oriented. You go on long kill streaks, you get rewarded through choppers and bombs and different things like that. Of course, you've got your specialist streaks, which you don't get any streaks to help you, like a stealth chopper or anything like that. You basically get perks. It's basically, once you get to a certain point, if you get enough kills in a row, you're basically a super soldier with every perk in the game, which is actually rather cool. I think that was a really cool thing that they put into the game. Infinity Ward's always done that. And then, of course, now you've got your support streaks where you gain them through death. So let's say you finish the game 14 and 64. You know, which I've seen people do that, especially on Nuketown Domination and game modes like that. But let's say you've got a guy that ends up going, like I said, 14 and 60. Let's say at 10 kills you get a stealth bomber. So basically, you get a lethal kill streak, and a stealth bomber can actually fuck you up pretty bad, especially with an open map like what we see here with Stonehaven. And you know, the argument I'd like to hear from you guys and see what you guys have to say. Do you think you should get something like that in a support package? You basically obtain a streak by just simply playing the game for 10 minutes. And that's one of the big issues I've had. Kenny, a buddy of mine that you guys see on the streams a lot of times, we have problems with things like this because it's almost like you're basically giving a reward for, you're giving a participation award to the other players on the team. And I'm not saying that those guys shouldn't have fun if you're not the best at the game, but basically you get something that's really strong and overpowered for just being in the game. And I personally, myself, have an issue with that. I don't have an issue with support streaks. I think they should be in the game, but I think support streaks should basically be, here, you know, you get 5 kills in the game, here's a UAV. I don't think it should be a low-end kill or low-end streak, because I think the UAV is exceptionally powerful. It's a very underrated streak. Unless you're running Ghost and you're moving, or unless you have some of the older streak. I'm trying to think what it was on Ghost here. What was it? Off the Grid, if I remember correctly. But you have these really, really powerful streaks in the game. And you basically get them through participation. The same in Black Ops 3 with Specialists. And this is one of the big issues I've had with Specialists since the game's been out. You know, you can play the game, and yes, it does take some time, and yes, the more kills, the more score you obtain, obviously you can get your specialist quicker. And I understand that argument that some people make, that, you know, if you, well, yeah, you eventually get them, but if you play well, you play the objective, get a lot of kills, go on streaks, you get them more. But still, should a player that goes 6 and 60 in my game get a scythe? And instead of going 6 and 60, he finishes the game 12 and 60 or 15 and 60. And he goes on a streak that's long enough to where now he got this free streak or this free specialists basically by competing in the match, or just basically by, you know, clocking in. He doesn't have to do much. He just has to clock in. He gets this streak. So now he gets this scythe. He gets the Ripper. He gets, you know, which is, the Ripper's a very powerful specialist. You know, you can go on quite the kill chain. But you get something like that, or the Purifier, even something similar to that. And now you've got something from, you basically have a specialist, or you have an overpowered weapon from just participating. And now, from this participation prize that you get from the game, you can now get other streaks, because even though you basically can work towards other things using a Purifier, an Oracle, what was it, a Stealth Bomber. You can use that towards other streaks, and now you're basically streaked out, and you've got a 0.3 KD, your score per minute's at 150, you're 6, like I said, you're 6 and 60, but because of these last-minute streaks you get from just participating in the game, you end up being able to get quite a few kills and really do some things that you probably shouldn't have been able to do at the end of the game. But I want to hear from you guys if you guys are really excited for this new support system, if it's back in the game. Like I said, I, for one, enjoy the support system for lower-end players, but not with those really lethal streaks or those really exceptionally powerful UAVs in the game. But I want to hear from you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next video, and Bo out.